day, Sagittarius. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links below. So what is going on when it comes to this coming week? Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't see my horoscopes last week, or maybe you just skipped the intro where I explained myself, I am not going to be appearing in horoscopes at this time. It's actually just easier for me to stay on the stream of consciousness wavelength that I get on, rather than step down to a lower frequency and pause and pull cards and kind of drag it out. It's easier for me to just stay up here and get all the information flowing as fast as I can. So that's how this is going to go. But don't worry, I'm still going to appear in non-horoscope videos. But when it comes to horoscopes, just this is what's working. So I hope that makes sense. So this week is all about the Temperance card upright, and filtration and refinement seem to be the two key words that are just resounding in my head when it comes to how your week is going to go. And I feel like a lot of you Sagittarius people are now being put in a spot where you're about to make a big step up, a big step forward, but now we have to kind of turn back at what we have, what we're working with, what we're dealing with, and seeing what is going to make the cut that can actually follow us, what is actually going to be compatible with the new experience, with the rest of this experience, with our work life, with our home life, with our friends, the company we keep, our personal schedule, our discipline, our work ethic, because the Temperance card is trying to start blending or integrating you into, I guess you could say, a higher way of living when it comes to the quality of life that you're going to have. This could absolutely lead to more material wealth and abundance. This could lead to more satisfying relationship opportunities, but this integration does have a filter on it, and everything needs to kind of pay attention that if it's not blending in there, then maybe you've got to find another place for that person or another place for that thing if you want to keep it. Because unlike, say, a card like the World or the Tower, which just basically, if it doesn't fit, it blows up, the Temperance card upright is a little bit different. You can work things out, but you have to make sure that you understand that that means you also have to keep things separate. It's kind of like, look, if I know that this family member really doesn't like this family member, why would I try and force them to constantly be in the same place around each other? Well, the same thing can happen in work projects. Don't put the person who's really a whiz at Excel on Photoshop where they don't have any experience. Don't put the person who, has, don't make the person with kids work the night shift. This is where we start to pay attention to where we can realign everything to start being with its most compatible opportunity, its most compatible undertaking, but also filtering out that which might be considered a drawback or a holdback, or something that is ultimately just not keeping up with the times and not keeping up with the changes around you. In fact, as we get to the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, you probably are going to have a few difficult conversations, especially when it comes to friends. There might be an issue with a family member as well, but I'm also looking at changing things up a lot at work. I am seeing there's something going on around either a financial process or a professional process where the work is going rather poorly, and there is a way to fix it, but everyone's going to start having to do a different job. It's almost as though we just put all the puzzle pieces in the wrong place, or maybe we have the wrong person doing the wrong thing. We're betting on the wrong horse, and with the Three of Pentacles reversed, we've got to come back and do a bit of a rethink. We've got to get back to the drawing board here. This is not a bad card to get, because the Three of Pentacles reversed is one of the few cards that can actually just be turned right side up, as soon as everyone gets on the same page. But with the Three of Pentacles reversed, we have a situation where people who are technically on the same team or technically in the same alliance, whether it's a professional project or, again, working with and for each other in other ways and other transactions, they're working against each other rather than with each other. And that's what's coming out very, very strongly this week. So we have to have a frank, open, honest discussion about how to remedy this, how to fix this. Now, the good news is with the Three of Pentacles reversed, the results will speak for themselves. It's not going to take much to convince everyone what's going on. They're probably all on the same page, at least in that respect. But it does feel like this is a week where some people on this team probably shouldn't have made the cut. Some people that are in charge of doing X, Y, and Z duties shouldn't have made the cut. And we have to find a way to rearrange the roster, change what we're doing, change what other people are doing in the best interest of all concerned. And the same thing can happen when it comes to even new work opportunities. Some of you may be accepting offers or having offers made to you where it almost looks like the job that people are offering you is a touch off from what you were applying for or applying to do. And so you want to make sure that you are not just blindly accepting or turning a blind eye to this. You can mend it. You can adjust the terms of what you're working with. Same goes for any other kind of financial arrangements or transactions you have, because the Three of Pentacles reversed, the work does not have to go poorly. It's only going poorly because people are not honoring the process and doing with or working with their best in mind. And sometimes that can happen. Some people don't follow directions. Some people choose not to follow directions. Some people decide that they're just going to do whatever. And this is a week where we have to do some serious cleanup work. The Three of Swords reverse is definitely saying that there is a long time coming discussion that probably will be a bit uncomfortable as it relates to a relative or a friend about their behavior. In particular, it's in their behavior as it relates to another friend or a relative or possibly your partner. And I do see you, in essence, taking sides. I do see you deciding that you are going to be defending a partner or a relative or a friend and choosing to let that be known to the person you're defending them against. And with the Three of Swords reversed, I think that this is going to be kind of weird because I feel like you've been good at being neutral. You've been good at keeping the peace. You've been very, very good at making sure that you're staying out of it. But all of the sudden, the risk, maybe not risk, but the opportunity for conflict or opportunity for drama is still there. And I feel like you are in a situation where you're just exhausted. You're just tired of sticking up for this friend. You're tired of sticking up for this relative that really is not actually bothering to fix his or her behavior. And so a lot of you Sagittarius people are probably going to have that frank, honest discussion with them as well. You know, it's not that you have to lose them, but you're not going to make the other person suffer them, if that makes sense. For the love life and the romantic life, we've got the Four of Swords in reverse. And this could be a very weird week for love and romance because honestly, I feel like a lot of you are feeling that things are almost changing overnight, shifting a bit very, very quickly. And the Temperance card juxtaposed to this is indicating a lot of you are going to want to pay attention to not make any kind of solid moves or expect any kind of solid plan to be formed with love this week. You can roll with the punches, you can, just sort of play it by ear, but the Four of Swords reverse is indicating there seems to be a very up and down energy to a partner or a spouse this week, or possibly even somebody new. And the Four of Swords reversed, I'm not getting that they're behaving badly. It's almost as though they're just behaving erratically. And it's almost as though they are maybe getting a little bit antsy. There's sort of a feeling of, I would say antsiness around them. They're starving for some kind of shift, starving for some kind of change. And some of the things that they're bringing to the table is actually, it's not bad. I'm not feeling anything negative around this. It could be fun, it could be stimulating, but it's almost too much, and it's almost too much too fast. So this week with the Temperance card, make sure you're helping your partner or this new person kind of filter what is feasible from what is not, what is smart from what is not, because this could become a bit of a slapstick, albeit even potentially expensive or stressful episode this week if we are allowing them to keep spinning out. There's something that's driving them stir crazy, and I feel like there is a better way to channel that energy than to let them bring the house down, even if what they're doing seems pretty fun and entertaining. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because you'll know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.